Hey, it's Vicky, and today I am here to chat about some upcoming releases this summer that I am interested in, excited about, and whatnot. These are books that are coming out in July, August, and September. There are 7 of them that I want to talk about, so let's dive in. So there are 3 books coming out in July that I am looking forward to or curious about. They all come out on July 19th. The first one is one that I actually mentioned in my mid-year freakout tag, so you might already have heard this, but that book is Upgrade by Blake Crouch. And this is a sci-fi thriller about a guy who has this procedure done. I don't know if it's willingly or not, but it basically makes him just mentally more, he's able to read faster, he has a better memory, he even feels physically more like a superhero. And he kind of starts diving into what this upgrade is all about and whether it was done for sinister reasons. So I'm just really excited about this one because I've read 2 other Blake Crouch novels and really enjoyed them. They really are fast-paced. And even though they're a sci-fi book, which normally I don't gravitate towards, his books just really suck me in pretty much right away, and they just hit the ground running and just take you on a ride. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. It should be a lot of fun. The next July release that I'm looking forward to is The Daughter of Dr. Moreau by Silvia Moreno Garcia. And this one has me interested, because I read Silvia Moreno Garcia's Mexican Gothic 2 years ago when it came out, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool, and so I want to check out this book also because it is a kind of retelling or reimagining of The Island of Dr. Moreau by H.G. Wells. And that book I read in college and I enjoyed it. It was about basically this guy who gets washed up on this island, and there's a doctor there doing some stuff with animals and just a lot of experiments, and it gets kind of crazy. And so I'm really curious what Silvia Moreno Garcia is going to do with that story and how she's going to turn it into this story that takes place in, I think it said 19th century Mexico. And just kind of what she's going to take from the original, story and how she's going to adapt it to this setting and whatnot. I'm just curious about it. I love a retelling, a reimagining, so I'm going to check it out. And then the last one that is coming out in July that I am interested in is Just Like Home by Sarah Gailey. And this one just sounds weird and creepy. It's about a girl named Vera who is kind of called home after being estranged from her mother for a time, and her mom asks her to come home. And home was this place where her father, I believe, was a serial killer. And so people were murdered there. She probably witnessed a lot of messed up stuff and has a lot of just trauma associated with the place that she grew up. And so she goes back there though, probably out of an attempt to sort of rebuild a relationship with her mom, and things just start happening. Just the description to me, like I said, it just sounds weird and creepy, and it seems like it's gonna have sort of a haunted house vibe, but just be very strange. And so I'm excited to check it out. I think it sounds cool. Okay, there are 2 books coming out in August that I am interested in. The first one is another one that I talked about in my mid-year freakout tag, but that is The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead, and this one comes out on August 16th. And this one is about a cult, and so it just has me intrigued. Cult stories do intrigue me. It's about a woman who, when she was a teenager, she kind of got brought into this cult by this charismatic guy and somehow broke away from it. And years later, someone that was in the cult with her, another woman, is killed. And so she's kind of drawn back into that world because she wants to figure out what happened to this woman and all that stuff. And so yeah, I'm interested. It sounds like it's gonna be really good. The other August release that I'm looking forward to is Daphne by Josh Malerman, and this one comes out on August 23rd. And this one just sounds, I don't know, it sounds good. It's about a girl who is about to graduate from high school. She gets together with a bunch of people and they're sitting around and they start telling like stories. And one of the stories that comes up is about this girl named Daphne who apparently haunts the area. She's almost kind of like a Bloody Mary type of story. Like it's like an urban legend type of thing where they're like, oh, something happened to her. She's a vengeful ghost. And if you think about her or do something, she'll come after you or she'll come and kill people. And so this girl, you know, gets weirded out and then people start dying and she's like, oh my gosh, is Daphne real? Is this really happening? So it just sounds really fun because it sounds like it's gonna have that sort of urban legend story. A creepy ghost, a vengeful ghost is always a good time in my eyes. And Josh Malerman, I have only read one of his books, Bird Box. So yeah, I kind of wanna see what else he has to offer. All right, and then there are 2 books coming out in September that I am looking forward to, and it's kind of fun because these 2 in a way are kind of linked. They both come out on September 6th. The first one is, again, one that I mentioned in my mid-year freakout tag, but whatever. And it is Fairy Tale by Stephen King. And this one I am looking forward to because it seems like it's gonna have some Dark Tower connections, which I love. I love reading Stephen King books where they have those sort of Easter egg type deals. And it seems like this one's gonna have that because it's about a teenage kid who discovers he somehow gets his hands on some keys to a parallel world. And so I just think it's gonna be really cool. I'm sure there's gonna be some connections to the Dark Tower series and just to the whole Stephen King universe. And so I'm looking forward to it. Now the next book also kind of has it's kind of a tie-in a little bit because this book is, by reading the description, and I'm sure that this was done purposefully, this book seems like it is a nod to Stephen King's Carrie. And that is Tiffany D. Jackson's new book, The Weight of Blood. Because it's about a girl that is biracial and it's sort of like a revenge prom. Seems like a revenge prom sort of story. She is bullied and teased at her school because she is biracial, and some popular jock type invites her to the prom. It just seems like it's gotta have some sort of homage or nod to Carrie. And I read Tiffany D. Jackson's book Grown earlier this year, and I've been wanting to read more of her stuff, and so I figured, you know what? Her new release sounds interesting, so I'm gonna check it out. All right, guys, so those are just some releases coming out in July, August, September that I am looking forward to, want to read, whatnot. So yeah, let me know down below if there are any books coming out this summer that you want to check out, because I would love to know of everyone's kind of anticipated releases. And let me know if you are interested in any of these books as well. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will talk with you soon. Thank you so much for watching.